Relationships, a pivotal aspect of human life that allows one to elevate to levels they could not see before. Relationships can also be a detriment and lower you unnecessarily to a level in life in which you do not belong. Stoicism puts a large importance on relationships and the dynamics that they bring to life. That's why in this video we are diving into 12 signs that, if you see them happen to a person you are in a relationship with, you should immediately end that relationship and sever ties with that person. Before we start, I would like to thank all of you for watching, and I ask you to share this video with others around you that you think would enjoy it. Also, if you watch the video and enjoy it, feel free to like and subscribe for more life-altering Stoic content that we provide. Thank you all for watching and enjoy. Number 1. Physical, emotional, or verbal abuse. The Stoics believed in the importance of maintaining one's dignity and self-respect. If your partner engages in any form of abuse, whether it be physical, emotional, or verbal, it is a clear violation of your inherent worth as a human being. Abuse is not only detrimental to your physical and mental well-being, but also erodes the very foundation of a healthy relationship. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This powerful quote reminds us that we have the ability to control our own thoughts and actions, even in the face of adversity. When faced with abuse, it is essential to recognize that you have the power to remove yourself from the situation and prioritize your own safety and well-being. Stoicism teaches us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and to focus on what is within our control. In the case of an abusive relationship, we may not have control over our partner's actions, but we do have control over our own choices. Choosing to leave an abusive relationship is an act of self-preservation and a demonstration of your commitment to living a life of virtue and integrity. It is important to note that leaving an abusive relationship is not always easy, and it may require careful planning and support from trusted individuals. However, the Stoics would argue that it is a necessary step in reclaiming your autonomy and living a life aligned with your values. In the words of Epictetus, another prominent Stoic philosopher, "No person is free who is not master of himself." By ending an abusive relationship, you are asserting your mastery over your own life and refusing to allow another person to dictate your worth or well-being. Number 2. Controlling behavior. Epictetus, in his teachings, stressed the importance of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. He stated, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." When a partner tries to exert control over aspects of your life that should rightfully be within your own sphere of influence, it creates a sense of powerlessness and undermines your ability to find true happiness and contentment. Controlling behavior often stems from a lack of trust and respect in the relationship. The Stoics believed in the value of mutual trust and the importance of surrounding oneself with individuals who support and encourage personal growth. If your partner consistently attempts to limit your autonomy and dictate your choices, it indicates a fundamental lack of trust and respect for you as an individual. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those who you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach." This passage highlights the importance of engaging in relationships that foster mutual growth and improvement. A controlling partner, by limiting your ability to learn from and interact with others, hinders your personal development and goes against the Stoic principle of continuous self-improvement. It is crucial to recognize that controlling behavior can manifest in various forms, such as dictating how you spend your time, limiting your interactions with friends and family, or making decisions on your behalf without your input. These actions erode the foundation of a healthy, balanced relationship and can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and a loss of self-identity. From a Stoic perspective, it is essential to assert your independence and maintain control over your own life. This may involve engaging in open and honest communication with your partner, setting clear boundaries, and being willing to walk away from the relationship if the controlling behavior persists. Epictetus reminds us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By refusing to tolerate controlling behavior and asserting your right to make decisions based on your own judgment and values, you are embodying the Stoic ideal of self-mastery and living a life of integrity. Controlling behavior is a clear indication that a relationship is unhealthy and should be ended. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to prioritize our own personal growth, maintain our autonomy, and surround ourselves with individuals who support and respect our choices. By recognizing and addressing controlling behavior, we can free ourselves from the constraints of an unhealthy relationship and continue on the path towards a life of virtue and fulfillment. Number 3, consistent lying and deception. Trust is a cornerstone of any healthy relationship, and the Stoics placed great value on honesty and integrity. When a partner consistently engages in lying and deception, it undermines the very foundation upon which the relationship is built, creating an atmosphere of suspicion and doubt. The Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, "I shall never lie in order to please, nor shall I humiliate myself by lying." This quote emphasizes the importance of maintaining one's integrity and refusing to compromise one's values for the sake of appeasing others. When a partner habitually lies or deceives, they are not only disrespecting you, but also betraying their own principles. Epictetus, another prominent Stoic thinker, taught, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This advice encourages us to align our actions with our desired character and values. If we aspire to be truthful and trustworthy individuals, we must surround ourselves with people who embody those same qualities. Accepting consistent lying and deception from a partner is a contradiction to our own values and hinders our personal growth. The Stoics believed that character is developed through consistent practice and the cultivation of virtuous habits. When a partner repeatedly lies or deceives, it reflects a lack of commitment to personal growth and a disregard for the impact their actions have on others. This behavior is incompatible with the Stoic ideal of living a life of virtue and integrity. It is important to recognize that occasional misunderstandings or minor inconsistencies can occur in any relationship. However, when lying and deception become a consistent pattern, it is a clear red flag that the relationship is not built on a solid foundation of trust and respect. From a Stoic perspective, it is essential to confront the issue head-on and have an open and honest conversation with your partner about the impact of their behavior. If the lying and deception persist, despite your efforts to address the problem, it may be necessary to end the relationship to preserve your own well-being and maintain your commitment to living a life of integrity. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." This quote serves as a powerful reminder that we must take responsibility for our own character and make decisions that align with our values. By refusing to tolerate consistent lying and deception in a relationship, we are taking a stand for honesty, trust, and personal growth. Number 4, substance abuse issues. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, taught, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This powerful statement highlights the significance of self-discipline and the ability to control one's impulses and desires. Substance abuse often leads to a loss of self-control, causing individuals to prioritize their addiction over their responsibilities, relationships, and personal well-being. When a partner refuses to acknowledge and address their substance abuse issues, they are essentially surrendering their freedom and autonomy to the grip of addiction. This not only harms their own life, but also has a profound impact on those closest to them, including their romantic partners. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life aligned with virtue and reason. Substance abuse, on the other hand, clouds judgment, impairs rational thinking, and leads to self-destructive behaviors. It is a clear obstacle to living a life guided by Stoic principles. Seneca, another influential Stoic thinker, wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This quote can be applied to the context of substance abuse, as it often stems from a deep-seated sense of dissatisfaction or an attempt to escape from underlying emotional or psychological issues. The Stoics would argue that true contentment comes from within, through the cultivation of inner peace and the practice of virtue, rather than from external substances. When a partner's substance abuse issues reach a severe level, it can lead to a range of toxic and dangerous situations. These may include financial instability, legal troubles, health risks, and the erosion of trust and intimacy within the relationship. The Stoics would counsel that it is essential to prioritize one's own well-being and safety in such circumstances. Number 5. Lack of respect for boundaries. Lack of respect for boundaries. In the Stoic philosophy, respect for personal autonomy and the integrity of the individual is of utmost importance. When a partner consistently ignores or violates your personal boundaries, it demonstrates a fundamental lack of respect for you as a sovereign being. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, emphasized the importance of maintaining one's own moral character and not allowing others to dictate one's choices or actions. He stated, "No one can harm you without your permission." This powerful statement highlights the Stoic belief that we have the power to decide what affects us and how we respond to external circumstances. When a partner repeatedly crosses your personal boundaries, they are essentially attempting to exert control over your thoughts, feelings, and actions. This can manifest in various ways, such as disregarding your need for privacy, making demands on your time and energy, or pressuring you to engage in activities that make you uncomfortable. The Stoics taught that true freedom lies in the ability to live according to one's own values and principles. When a partner consistently violates your boundaries, they are infringing upon your freedom to make choices that align with your own moral compass. This lack of respect for your autonomy undermines the very foundation of a healthy, equal partnership. Moreover, a partner who ignores your boundaries is likely to prioritize their own desires and needs above your well-being. The Stoics believed in the importance of cultivating virtues such as justice, courage, and self-control. A partner who consistently violates your boundaries demonstrates a lack of these virtues and a disregard for your right to self-determination. It is important to recognize that setting and enforcing personal boundaries is an act of self-care and self-respect. As Seneca, another renowned Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The greatest loss of time is delay and expectation which depend upon the future. We let go the present, which we have in our power, and look forward to that which depends upon chance, and so relinquish a certainty for an uncertainty." This quote reminds us that we have the power to take control of our present circumstances and make choices that align with our values. When a partner consistently violates your boundaries, it is essential to assert your right to define and defend your personal space, both physically and emotionally. From a Stoic perspective, A relationship in which one partner consistently disregards the other's boundaries is not a healthy or sustainable one. It is a sign that the offending partner lacks the respect, empathy, and self-control necessary for a mutually fulfilling partnership. In such situations, it may be necessary to have an open and honest conversation with your partner about the impact of their behavior on your well-being. If they are willing to listen, understand, and make genuine efforts to change, there may be hope for the relationship to improve. However, if the boundary violations persist, despite your efforts to communicate and assert your needs, it may be necessary to consider ending the relationship in order to preserve your own integrity and well-being. Number 6. Extreme jealousy and possessiveness. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of cultivating inner peace, self-reliance, and emotional stability. When a partner exhibits extreme jealousy and possessiveness, it creates an atmosphere of distrust, insecurity, and emotional turmoil that stands in direct opposition to Stoic principles. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic thinker, taught that true happiness and contentment come from within, rather than from external circumstances or the opinions of others. He stated, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." This quote highlights the importance of focusing on one's own inner resources and cultivating a sense of gratitude and self-sufficiency. When a partner becomes excessively jealous and possessive, they are essentially placing their own emotional well-being in the hands of external factors beyond their control. They become consumed by the fear of losing their partner or the need to control their partner's actions and interactions with others. This mindset is antithetical to the Stoic ideal of inner tranquility and self-mastery. Moreover, extreme jealousy and possessiveness often stem from deep-seated insecurities and a lack of trust in oneself and others. The Stoics believed in the importance of cultivating self-awareness, self-confidence, and trust in one's own judgment. When a partner's jealousy and possessiveness become irrational and all-consuming, it suggests a fundamental lack of faith in their own worth and the strength of the relationship. Seneca, another influential Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay." This advice can be applied to the context of jealousy and possessiveness as well. When a partner's jealous thoughts and possessive impulses arise, it is essential for them to take a step back, pause, and reflect on the rationality and validity of their emotions before acting upon them. Engaging in open, honest, and compassionate communication is crucial in addressing issues of extreme jealousy and possessiveness in a relationship. The Stoics believed in the power of reason and the importance of examining one's own thoughts and beliefs critically. By having a calm and rational discussion about the root causes of the jealousy and possessiveness, both partners can work towards developing a more trusting and secure relationship dynamic. However, if a partner's jealousy and possessiveness become so extreme that they begin to isolate you from friends, family, or activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, it is a clear sign that the relationship has become unhealthy and emotionally draining. The Stoics believed in the importance of maintaining one's personal integrity and living in accordance with one's values. If a partner's possessive behavior begins to infringe upon your autonomy and well-being, it may be necessary to set firm boundaries or even end the relationship. Number 7. Constant criticism and belittlement. When a partner constantly criticizes or belittles you, they are essentially attempting to assert their own superiority and control over you by undermining your confidence and self-esteem. This behavior is a clear manifestation of their own insecurities and lack of self-awareness, rather than a reflection of your true worth as an individual. The Stoics believed that true happiness and fulfillment come from living a life of virtue, integrity, and self-improvement. Constant criticism and belittlement from a partner can create a toxic environment that stifles personal growth and hinders the pursuit of these noble aims. It can lead to feelings of self-doubt, anxiety, and a diminished sense of self-worth, all of which are antithetical to the Stoic ideal of inner peace and resilience. Moreover, the Stoics emphasized the importance of surrounding oneself with people who support and encourage one's personal development. Seneca, another prominent Stoic thinker, wrote, "Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Welcome those who you are capable of improving. The process is a mutual one. Men learn as they teach." This quote underscores the value of engaging in relationships that foster mutual growth, respect, and positive influence. If your partner consistently criticizes and belittles you, it is a clear indication that they are not contributing to your personal improvement or supporting your pursuit of a virtuous life. Instead, they are creating a toxic dynamic that can lead to feelings of resentment, frustration, and emotional distress. In such situations, it is essential to recognize the detrimental impact of constant criticism and belittlement on your mental and emotional well-being. The Stoics encouraged individuals to take responsibility for their own happiness and to cultivate inner strength and resilience in the face of adversity. This may involve setting firm boundaries with your partner, assertively communicating your needs and expectations, and refusing to tolerate behavior that undermines your sense of self-worth. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them." This quote reminds us that we have the power to choose how we perceive and respond to the challenges we face in life, including the negative behavior of others. By recognizing that your partner's constant criticism and belittlement say more about their own character than your inherent worth, you can begin to detach from their toxic influence and focus on cultivating your own inner strength and self-respect. Ultimately, if a partner's constant criticism and belittlement persist despite your efforts to address the issue and assert your boundaries, it may be necessary to consider ending the relationship altogether. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to prioritize our own well-being and to surround ourselves with people who uplift and support our personal growth. By removing yourself from a toxic dynamic and focusing on your own self-improvement, you can begin to rebuild your self-esteem and cultivate the inner peace and resilience that are the hallmarks of a truly fulfilling life. Number 8. Lack of trust. Trust is a fundamental pillar of any healthy relationship, and the Stoic philosophy recognizes the importance of cultivating trust through virtuous actions, honesty, and integrity. When there is a severe lack of trust in a relationship due to past actions or current behavior, it creates an unstable and emotionally fraught environment that undermines the very essence of a strong and resilient partnership. Epictetus, a prominent Stoic philosopher, stressed the significance of being truthful and acting in accordance with one's principles. He stated, "Keep silence for the most part and speak only when you must, and then briefly." This quote highlights the value of being mindful and deliberate in our communication, as our words have the power to build or erode trust. When a partner engages in behavior that undermines trust, such as breaking promises, withholding information, or acting in a manner inconsistent with their professed values, it creates a rift in the relationship that can be challenging to overcome. A severe lack of trust can lead to a constant state of anxiety, suspicion, and emotional turmoil. The Stoics emphasized the importance of maintaining inner peace and equanimity in the face of external challenges. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This quote reminds us that we have the ability to control our own thoughts and responses, even in the face of difficult circumstances. However, when trust is repeatedly violated in a relationship, it can be incredibly challenging to maintain a sense of inner calm and stability. The Stoics also recognized the importance of open and honest communication in maintaining healthy relationships. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This quote suggests that we should be clear about our intentions and values, and then act in accordance with them, if there is a severe lack of trust in a relationship. It is essential to have candid and sincere conversations about the issues at hand, with a focus on understanding each other's perspectives and working towards rebuilding trust. Number 9. Infidelity. In the realm of relationships, the Stoic philosophy serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path towards a life of virtue, integrity, and emotional resilience. When a partner engages in the act of infidelity, be it physical or emotional, and displays no remorse or inclination to alter their behavior, it represents a grievous violation of the trust and loyalty that form the bedrock of any meaningful connection. Epictetus, a sage among the Stoic philosophers, imparted the wisdom that our character is the sum of our choices and actions. He remarked, "Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself." This profound statement urges us to reflect on how our conduct in the face of temptation and adversity shapes our true nature. When a partner succumbs to infidelity, it unveils a lack of commitment to the sacred bond they share with their beloved, eroding the very foundation upon which their relationship is built. The Stoics held fast to the belief that genuine contentment and fulfillment arise from leading a life guided by reason, wisdom, and moral fortitude. Seneca, a luminary among the Stoic thinkers, eloquently expressed, "The bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity." This sentiment highlights the importance of remaining steadfast in the face of challenges, never compromising one's values for fleeting desires or momentary weaknesses. Infidelity, in all its forms, represents a departure from the noble path of virtue, casting a shadow upon the integrity of the unfaithful partner. Moreover, the emotional turmoil wrought by infidelity can leave deep scars on the heart of the betrayed, shaking the very core of their being. The Stoics recognized the paramount importance of safeguarding one's inner peace and self-respect, even in the midst of life's tempests. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, wisely observed, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This sage advice reminds us that our emotional well-being is not solely determined by external circumstances, but rather by our capacity to maintain a serene and resilient mindset. When a partner repeatedly strays from the path of loyalty and shows no genuine remorse, it can be a devastating blow to one's self-worth and ability to trust. Yet, even in the face of such betrayal, the Stoics acknowledged the transformative power of forgiveness and the potential for growth that lies within every trial. They understood that holding on to resentment and bitterness only serves to poison one's own soul. However, they also recognized that there are occasions when severing ties is the most appropriate course of action. Epictetus, with his characteristic insight, remarked, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This powerful statement encourages us to align our actions with our highest aspirations and to have the courage to walk away from those who consistently undermine our values and well-being. In navigating the tumultuous waters of infidelity, the Stoics would counsel us to approach the decision to end a relationship with a clear mind, a steadfast heart, and an unwavering commitment to our own personal growth. Rather than being consumed by the flames of anger or despair, we should strive to extract valuable lessons from the experience, using it as a catalyst for self-reflection and the fortification of our inner resolve. If you are listening to this, thank you for staying till the end. If you feel any of these Stoic lessons resonated with you today, feel free to start a Stoic discussion in the comments. I welcome Stoic discussions, as they are what the great Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca advised. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, and if you want more content like this, subscribe and hit the bell. Thank you for watching, and as always, I hope you find peace and serenity in the Stoic ways.